kitchen. Thank you for joining me, and today's recipe is from my 4 Seasons Ninja Foodie cookbook, and in there you'll find the full list of ingredients. And if you need any of the equipment that I use during the recipe, then just go over to my website and it'll be linked on my accessories page for you. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you're new to Susannah's Kitchen, then subscribe to my channel for new weekly content. I'd love to see some of your creations, so don't forget to add them to my Facebook group and tag me in on my social media platforms. The links are all down below in my description. So I think we've got everything covered. Let's start cooking. Today I'm making brioche, and we're going to put all the ingredients into my mixer here. So let's start off with our flour. You want some strong white flour, and let's just get that in. Right, flour is in, that's great. Now we want to put in our yeast. I'm using these fast action dried yeast, so like an instant yeast, and we're just going to weigh that in as well. Next thing we're going to need is caster sugar. So caster sugar going in. I'm weighing all these ingredients to make sure that they are accurate. Then we want our salt. We want 3 large eggs, which I've got here. Now, because we've got the yeast in there, the milk that I use, I've actually warmed it. That's going to help us to activate the yeast. So let's pour in our warmed milk. I've used a whole milk. And now I'm going to get this under the mixer. So I've got my dough hook on here. Let's get that down and start mixing that on a low speed until it just kind of starts to come together a bit more. So with this, you just have to be a little bit patient. So do that on low like that, just while it's all coming together. I love that yeasty kind of smell. Right, there you go. You can see that's coming together. Now just turn it up a little bit. And then a little bit more. And now this is doing the job of kneading for us. So it basically takes the hard work out of it for us. Makes life a little bit easier. Now you want to let this run for 5 to 10 minutes, I would say. I think you're definitely going to be able to tell by the consistency when it's ready. And I'll show you when I think mine is. That dough is done. That is ready. So now we need to add in our softened butter. Again, we're going to keep that on a medium speed, and we're just going to add a few cubes in at a time until it's all mixed in. It's going to take 5-10 minutes again, so not too long. It's going to make the dough quite sticky and soft, but yeah, you want your little cubes of butter like this, a little bit in at a time. It needs to be softened because, of course, it's not going to work its way into that dough if it's not. So mine's been just basically at room temperature. That's all you want. Obviously, to create a brioche, you need this butter. That's what really enriches the dough and makes it delicious. My son's looking forward to this with some chocolate spread. You could also add some chocolate chips to this if you want to. Now, you're probably going to end up in a sticky mess like I'm in here, but that's exactly as it should be. So please don't worry about that. So just scrape down the sides, just to make sure that you're getting that butter incorporated into the dough. So then just mix again a little bit more. And I'm afraid this is the sad part. We now have to leave this in the fridge for ideally overnight. I think that's probably your best thing, or kind of 8 to 10 hours as a minimum. So either way, depends when you're making this, what works for you. You could just kind of do this process in the evening, pop it in the fridge overnight, and then you're ready to go in the morning. So all I'm going to do now is just work them last bits together just with my spatula to bring that dough together. It's going to be extremely, extremely sticky like this. And all we do now is we cover it, put it in the fridge, and I'm going to be back once that has all firmed up. So the brioche has been in the fridge overnight. So let's get that out. I've already greased my air fryer basket, and I've just lined it with a piece of parchment. Let's see how difficult this is to get out. Oh, it's not too difficult at all. It's quite sticky. Now I need to cut this into 7 pieces. Okay, so these are roughly equal, and then what you want to do is roll each piece into a ball. There you go, something like this. To do that for each one, so you've got 7 balls of your dough. If it's a bit sticky, you can add a little bit of extra flour. It is a little bit sticky, but actually it's kind of working okay. You want to do this straight from the fridge, because that way it's just going to be a little bit easier and it's not going to be as sticky as if you leave it out for a while. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put 6 of these around the edges of our air fryer basket, and then 1 will go in the middle like that. Now this is going to be proved, so you've got loads of space for those to grow in there, which is what we want. I'm just flattening out the parchment in the bottom. There you go, that's better. Right, those are ready now. Let's move over to the Ninja. Right, here we go, 250 mils of water in the pot. And let's lower our basket over the top and close the lid. We're on the right mode here, so we just need to select the prove function, which is just down here. I always keep the temperature at 35. Now we want to give this a really long prove. 1 hour, 45 minutes. It's a long one, but that's going to make that rise so beautifully. Let's open up and take a little look at our brioche. That has doubled in size. That is perfect. So I've got an egg yolk here, and I'm going to add to that a little drop of water. Just give that a little mix. And basically we're going to glaze the bread. So let's get the egg wash and just gently brush it over the brioche. We don't want to break it up or push it down in any way. That's going to make it beautifully golden. And you can see the colour already of that. That looks great. So let's get the lid down and let's get this actually cooking. Let's get the Ninja on. Let's go over to the combi steam section in the middle here. These are all our combi steam modes, and the function that I'm looking for is steam bread. Lovely. Now I'm going to go on to 160 and let's go. So this is going to show as pre to start with here, and this is just building up the steam in the machine. Once the steam's been created, probably going to take 10-15 minutes or so, and the timer will start counting down. Right, let's have a check, see where we are at. Lovely. We've got a nice crispy golden brown top to this. Let's grab the basket and get it out. It's huge. It's really, really big. Now I like quite a crust and quite a good colour on this. If you don't, you can do it for a minute or 2 less if you want to. Just pulled a section off just to show you the texture. So this is our nice golden crust on the outside. And then look at that. I don't know if you can see it. It's sort of springy, it's soft. I mean, it's exactly as brioche should be. I'm going to wait for it to cool. You want to give it a good, I'd say like an hour to cool down a little bit, and then you can slice it. To purchase any of my cookbooks with delicious recipes just like this one, then visit my website www.susannaskitchen.uk.